Aquarius will teach you the longest, but the other two, they're not so generous. Capricorn, once they figure out that you're with mess, they're done. That's usually where they find the door. They find the door the fastest. Scorpio will stay a little bit longer because they're more emotional. They love very deeply. Capricorn does not love as deeply unless they're willing to die for you, because there's no in between for Capricorn. It's all or nothing. So it's either I love you to death, like literally, or I don't at all, and I don't care, and it doesn't matter to me, because he was never that serious. So when they love you, they give you their all. But when you don't return that same energy in kind, then the wrath follows. It's almost immediate. So if you have done a Capricorn wrong, or an Aquarius wrong, or a Scorpio wrong, then you should always know where your karma is coming from. It's always them. Because they're the cleanup crew. They come when you have been given chance after chance after chance, and your ancestors are tired. They're tired of reliving the same day every day. It's so boring. Like you keep doing what they did. And they're like, yeah, we did that already. We did that already. We did that already. We sent you to do something different. And here you are doing exactly what we did. It's exhausting to be a dead person and to watch this and to not have the power to lead this person that you love and you want them to go down the right path, and they don't listen. So that's what it's like being a karmic and being the ancestor of a karmic. Because most of you karmics, which is what's interesting about being a karmic, most of you karmics will give birth to a karmic. I'm a karmic and I gave birth to a karmic. So whatever karma is unresolved with you, it naturally just gets passed to the next person. It's just work. It's more work for the next person. Why put your future bloodline into more work when you could just heal and alleviate their load and heal the DNA and alchemize the energy and purify the genetics? You know, this whole separation between the physical and the spiritual, it's going away. This is the future. We now understand that there is no separation. That diseases can sometimes manifest as unresolved trauma. We now know this. Scientifically, we know this now. And I only know this because I live with a chronic illness. And my chronic illness is a result of my suppressed anger. My energy is very mild, it's very loving, it's very chilled. I don't really like a lot of conflict. But life wouldn't have me that way. Because of my karmic assignment, every time I met somebody, it was somebody that needed to be put in their place. And every time I would be disappointed. Always expecting more from people than how they see themselves. And once I realized that they never saw themselves as highly as I saw them, I'm done with my assignment. There's nothing else I can do for them because they have to see themselves. So I leave because the person who I thought was there is not. They don't exist because they're not tapped in. They're not locked in. They're not clocked in. They're not trying to learn. They're not trying to do new things. They're not trying to evolve. They're very happy being miserable. And they love the attention they get from it, especially that part. The attention from it, chef's kiss. And they're just going to make their ancestors suffer some more and their children suffer some more. And it just goes around. And it keeps going around until somebody bright comes along and says, we're smarter than this. We're better than this. Let's do better. Because this doesn't actually help us. And then, of course, because the majority of them are sick, they're going to turn on you. So the people that you came to help are your first haters. Because they don't want to heal. They don't want to heal. They don't want to do better. They don't want to get better. So now they resent you. Because you make them feel bad about themselves. Because they're still where you left them at. But at the same time, not courageous enough, not loyal enough to themselves, not loving enough towards themselves to stop dead in their tracks and go, I deserve better. We deserve better. We want better. We are better. We feel better. We know better. So we're going to do better. And we're going to speak better. And we're going to see a better future for us. Because we know we are great. They don't want to get there. They don't want to get over there. Because that takes courage. And even though all of us were born with courage, many of us use the lack of courage as an excuse to not evolve. I was having this reflection earlier today about toxic people. There was a time in my life when I was heavy into my Aquarian rising energy. I just explained to you what that is and how Aquarius is a bit more idealistic than the other two, where I just wanted to see the good in everyone. And I was very good at projecting the good that I wanted to see in you, on you, whether or not you had it. You know, you could show up in my life showing me all of these characteristics that speak to who you really are. You know, someone, as an example, you could show up in my life as someone that is dishonest. And I would know this about you, but I would explain to you why dishonesty hurts us. Because I wanted you to see my heart and how it was bleeding so that you could understand the role that you play into causing it to bleed. And I was convinced that you love me so much that if you saw my blood, you would make it stop. Because you didn't want to harm me. But surely if you saw my blood, you would know I was harmed. And you would make it stop. You know what Capricorn has taught me? Anyone wants to guess? Anybody wants to guess? I'll wait.